Good evening. We begin tonight with breaking news. U.S. tariffs on Canada have been delayed at the 11th hour, putting a potentially devastating trade war on hold, at least for now. After a phone call with President Trump this afternoon, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says the tariffs on Canada will be paused for at least 30 days. Trudeau posting on social media that Canada is taking further action on border security, including appointing a fentanyl czar, listing cartels as terrorists, launching a Canada-U.S. joint strike force to combat organized crime, fentanyl, and money laundering. And it appears these measures are enough to appease President Trump, at least for now, and delay the tariffs. So this is where we stand tonight. The tariffs delayed, but could still come into effect in March. That could mean 25% tariffs on all Canadian goods, as previously announced, with an exception on energy. Oil, gas, and electricity could be subject to a 10% tariff. Canada's retaliatory measures also delayed. The initial plan laid out this weekend included counter tariffs on $30 billion of American goods to start. That would then rise to $155 billion. And it's not just Canada. Earlier today, Mexico's president confirmed the tariffs against that country have also been delayed for 1 month. We have not directly heard from Trump tonight on his reason for delaying the tariffs, but the uncertainty has many Canadians on edge and worried about the possibility a trade war still comes to fruition. We have full coverage tonight of the potential impacts on travel, food prices, alcohol, and border communities. And we begin with CTV's Austin Lee. Austin.
Yeah, Patricia, obviously it's been a very turbulent few hours here. Let's start with the financial markets today. And there were some real concerns coming into the day. It certainly was a roller coaster ride. Within minutes of market open for the TSX Composite Index, it dropped more than 500 points before bouncing back and ending the day just down 290 points. Now, the Canadian dollar, meantime, it took another hit before a slight rebound, but it is still at around 69 cents US. It has in recent days reached its lowest levels in more than 2 decades. And as Canadians wait to see where things go from here, the latest we've heard from the Ontario government is that they are pausing any retaliatory measures. That includes a plan that was announced this morning to ban American companies from provincial contracts and call off a deal with Elon Musk's Starlink. Snow is falling in the nation's capital, but a trade war between Canada and the U.S. is heating up.
I think it's just bullying by the Americans. I don't like it.
With just hours to go before tariffs were set to take effect, some were already boycotting American goods.
I canceled Netflix this morning. If I could give back my Ford, I would.
I'll do whatever it takes to protect Ontario.
Ontario PC leader Doug Ford threatening to ban American companies from provincial contracts and rip up a $100 million contract with Elon Musk's Starlink, which will bring internet access to some 15,000 people in rural communities across the province. But those retaliatory measures are now on hold.
This is principle. You know, he's part of the Trump team that wants to destroy families' incomes, destroy businesses. He wants to take food off the table of people, hardworking people, and I'm not going to tolerate it.
Elon Musk responding on X, saying nothing more than, oh well. Meanwhile, Toby Lutke, the CEO of Canada's most successful tech company, Ottawa-based e-commerce giant Shopify, is calling Canada's threat of counter tariffs disappointing, saying America will shrug them off while Canada will decline. He argues much better options would have been available.
Our consumer dollar is very powerful.
Business leaders across the country are calling on Canadians to shop local, and they're putting an emphasis on building a more self-sufficient Canadian economy.
Those are things like internal trade barriers, looking at any tax or labor reform that is necessary, and investing in innovative and trade-enabling infrastructure as well.
Meanwhile, Mayor Mark Sutcliffe here in Ottawa says that tomorrow he will introduce a motion at the Finance and Corporate Services Committee meeting to ensure buying decisions at the City of Ottawa prioritize Canadian products over American counterparts. Patricia.
CTV's Austin Lee live for us tonight. Thank you.